We talked about negging before, but I want to continue to talk about it because I want to hammer it home that men doing these types of comments is unacceptable, especially when they should be on their best behavior when they meet you. And if they can't act right on the first date or the first meetup, you can expect everything to go downhill after that. Negging is not acceptable. In the text subreddit, she says, "Can someone please tell me why guys think it's cute to neg you right off bat? LOL." All right, this person says, "To be honest, you look like you always give wrong directions when sitting shotgun and make everyone late." And she's like, "I'm actually really good at navigating from the passenger seat. Thank you very much." And he's like, "Really? I don't know. You just look like a very pretty girl with no sense of direction." And she's like, "I don't know if you think it's a compliment to imply that I'm an airhead, LOL, but my sense of direction is flawless. Thank you." Okay, so, you know, honestly, this negging is not as bad as it could have been. But to imply that someone that you don't even know is an airhead or that she doesn't have sense, that she doesn't have sense of direction, what is the purpose of this? Why even do this? What are men thinking? Why can't they just simply be decent humans? Why is it so hard for them to be decent humans? She says in the caption, like, my immediate response to this was to unmatch. I'm not about to sit here and try to explain to someone that there is zero correlation between being pretty and being dumb. Also, this is Hinge, but the sub doesn't have a separate flair for that. LOL. Yes, at this point, I am so exhausted about the tactics and shenanigans of these peen havers. They are determined to stay lonely. They are determined to use manipulation tactics. And I simply wish that women would block these MFers. Stop giving them opportunities because negging is dumb. Negging is dumb. Stop being negative to girls you don't know. Actually, stop being negative to girls you do know. This is dumb. Just be decent. You don't have to try to bring a girl's self esteem down a peg. You can just be decent, supportive, loving if you actually get into a relationship. Stop with these manipulation tactics. Okay, for some of the comments, this person put in quotes, "It seems like your sense of direction is off, seeing how you thought you could slide into my DMs trying to be funny." And Shadow Fox was like, "Oh." Bet Alternative says, "Negging is an old and irritating way some men thought was effective in getting past a woman's confidence and tapping into her weakness. It's a douchebag game. Recognize it, reject it, and move on. A decent human being doesn't resort to mind games to get to know someone." Lord Hint says, "I remember this was all the rage, and just listening to a guy tell a group of guys that the secret to getting laid, they're never seeking anything more, is to neg a girl. And then they start to feel that in relation to you, they're worse or something, and they'd sleep with you, I guess. It was always being said by some guy who looked like Axe body spray come to life, talking to guys who thought there must surely be some secret art to getting women because they never tried just having a human conversation with one." But he says he looked like an Axe body spray come to life. Bruno Short says, "Yeah, you'd essentially make them feel like about themselves and then make them feel like you're the only one that be willing to be with someone like them." This person says, "The forefathers of the neck, beard, mouth breathing nice guys." Somebody wondered what's wrong with their keyboard. Obviously, they haven't been around social media and don't know people get blocked or kicked off platforms. Okay, so Joel is laughing about the Axe body spray come to life. But then Violet Potential says, "Emphasis on irritating, especially now that more people are aware of what it is and what it looks like. I think there are a lot of men who don't even realize how many times they've prevented themselves from getting into relationships or even just having sex by doing this crap." I mean, the guy OP is talking about could have had a date, but he wanted to play games. And then the OP says, "Literally, like we matched on Hinge, so clearly I thought you were cute and had interesting, funny things on your profile. You just, you didn't have to fumble this hard." Guys, stop fumbling really hard. Stop fumbling really hard. It's not that hard to be decent. Compliment a girl. Be sincere. Be supportive. Be just stop with this. Stop with the negativity. Stop with the negging. Y'all, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. Have you been negged before? If you have, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. This screenshot was reshared in the When Women Refuse subreddit, and it's just another example of why women are saying that they prefer a bear. Let's just look at it. The man side of these texts is very triggering. He is quite racist, quite racist. She says, well, please leave me alone. That's the woman's side. He says, I wonder why, you sexist, see you next Tuesday. Effing monkey. I'm going to have some of my people hunt you, monkey, N-word, with the hard R. She says, have a good day. Stop telling these people to have a good day. They need to have a terrible day. And he says, he tells her, did N-word, he meant die. Did N-word with the hard R. Die, you stupid N-word with the hard R. She continues with, goodbye, please leave me alone, like actually. At this point, I wouldn't even say goodbye, please leave me alone. At that point, ladies, just block these people because they're just going to continue to, berate you. He says, oh no, like I'm for real. I'm going to have you unalived. Dumb, dumb butt monkey. You don't know who you disrespected. You should have came over and now you're going to expire for it. She should have came over. This is a Tinder thread. You should have came over and now you're going to expire for it because obviously this would have been a safe man to go over to his house. These people are showing how literally unsafe they are for women. So Azur wants to make sure she reports him to the authorities. That level of derangement is scary. He also needs to be reported to Tinder. He should not be on any dating apps. Fork Shirt Up says, seems the original OP is going to do just that and also report him to ban him from the app. Good, good. General Newsom says, swear to God, take every verbal threat to your person seriously. Second, calling the cops and reporting him. Not only is he threatening violence and racism, this is also a hate crime and harassment and threatening unaliving. Hope he gets slapped with some hard lessons and thrown all the way in a jail cell for life. This person's name is My Nose is Left-Handed. He or she says, more likely it would be played down to a slap on the wrist, or a judge will talk about how the poor boy's life would be ruined if he had a felony conviction. General Newsom says, I hate that you're right because of today's politics. It's BS. Nick is Done says, as someone who has reported this kind of stuff to cops, even had camera footage of them throwing things, nothing happens 9 times out of 10. That's the reason why we already know that nothing happens to these types of people. He has the complexion for protection. It's just a lot easier to block and delete these apps. These dating apps are not safe. We are seeing too many women get harmed by hooking up. Just delete these dating apps. Cornflake Girl says, but women are the emotional ones who overreact. Someone doesn't want to go to his house, so he's going to have her unalived. Totally sane and normal reaction. Gloomy Industry says, right, the misogyny rot is deep. The interesting thing is, people will run to my page and talk about all the misandrists on the page and everything. But misogyny harms women physically. Misandry, with the misandrists typically just want to separate and just go their own way. Misogyny means these people really want to harm women in the worst way, like delete. Anyways, I just wanted to show you how some of these people respond to being rejected. They do not take rejection kindly, and women just get off the dating apps. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share. I haven't done any nice guy posts in a while. So when they post in the nice guy subreddit, they make them give a virtue claim. That's what NGVC stands for, nice guy virtue claim. And this virtue claim was, I know what's good for you, dating me. let's get into this set of screenshots. Okay, so the man is in the black bubble. He says, hey, I had a chance to really think about everything, and I'm not too proud to say I know I effed up. I pushed things because I thought it would make not seeing each other easier for us, but it wasn't natural, and I don't know why I didn't stop, even when I've always taken my time in the past. I'm so bad at this whole thing. But let's give each other a second chance because we deserve it and do things without rushing. Enjoy the vibe like it felt on the first date. She says, I'm glad you understood what I meant, but I'd rather not try again. He says, what do we have to lose? It was exciting and fun when we weren't trying. She says, I feel like I said everything I had to say last time we talked, and I don't want to have to justify it again. I would appreciate you to respect my decision. And he continues talking. It's not about justifying it. I totally accept that some things went wrong, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm just asking you to give us the chance to do cool stuff together and know each other without the pressure. I don't know why, but I felt like I had to make every minute count, even when I know that's not how you are with a new person, and I regret it. On the first date, it was the complete opposite, where it was total freedom to just enjoy. As I feel like I already said, I don't want to try again. Why do you have to feel so rigid about that though? Yeah, we took a few steps in the wrong direction, but that doesn't mean it's not worth exploring. I don't have to explain. I told you enough. Stop, please. It's just kind of crazy to me, no? I'm explaining to you that yes, I was forward, but it wasn't what you thought. You obviously got it wrong. But I never did anything else wrong. And you liked a lot about me. So, of course, this is super surprising. You're so cold with me. I don't want to block you, but if you don't stop, I will. Are you serious? This makes me so sad in a way. I really thought you were a lovely person. In scene, fin, finish, finito. She finally blocked him. Why does it take so much to make these people understand words? But she was quite clear. I understood it. Why is their comprehension level so low? That's why I say these dating apps are pointless. These dudes are showing time and time again how unhinged they are, how they really will not make good partners. They don't listen, they don't communicate well. What is the purpose even? Dating these days sounds horrific. It just sounds pointless. Ladies, go travel, get some friends together, save your money, decrease your stress level, block these people quicker. Some of the comments. This person, Rasharim Coleslaw, says, yes, we all know women can't resist someone who refuses to respect their capacity to make their own decisions. She continues with, I hated this guy from the first message because of the arrogance of saying, let's give each other another chance, rather than, would you give me another chance? Red flag city. This person says forced teaming. One of my huge takeaways from the gift of fear. I don't know forced teaming. I don't know that term. I'm gonna have to look that up. One show says, nah, not even asking for another chance. To be honest, I've done that in the past where I've been too excited about someone where my enthusiasm was overbearing and obviously put her off. Just admit you were too much, too fast, show understanding that it made her feel smothered, and leave it at that. If she wants to reconnect, she will, but you're not doing yourself any favors by pushing for something again. I missed the word again. this comment, this comment. She says, part of grape culture is that we teach boys and men to turn a no into a yes at any cost, which means guys like this cannot and will not respect a no. Your agency is not your own. It is a barrier between them and sex, and their job is to find a way to manipulate it. Absolutely. These men need to learn how to accept no. But for far too long, we have told men to just keep trying, keep pursuing. So we need to continue to block these MFers until they learn what no means, because obviously they do not understand. Snackasm says, I'll take reasons why they pick the bear for 1,000, Ken. And this person says, exactly. The person at the bottom says, I want us to do cool things together, like go to bed. I mean, restaurants. Go to bed. I mean, museums. Go to bed. I mean, hiking. Yeah, that's what I was kind of gathering from it too. Okay, finally. Wow, what a lot of BS. Trying to justify pushing things because of the vibe or whatever and keeps pushing. OP said no and to stop, and they keep pushing. Like, do they even realize they are showing who they are so hard, won't take no for an answer, and try to manipulate it into a yes? So extremely gross. And then Candace Shu says the refusal to accept no for an answer says that no was the right answer for her to have given. You know damn well that's his modus operandi in his relationships too. Those toddlers you see in the grocery store whose moms try to reason with them instead of hauling them out to the car when they are told no, and the meltdown into a tantrum, this is the adult version. And with that, I leave it. Y'all, no, a strong no, and a quick block. That's where we're going these days. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So, this best of Redditor updates is an old one. People might have seen this one, it was viral back in the day. It's important to know and understand that some of these pranksters and jokesters and people that do these tests are dangerous, and you need to have the survival instinct to leave these MFers alone. I'm going to do this whole thing. It's trigger warnings: food tampering, psychological, emotional abuse. Don't read while eating if you have a weak stomach. She says, I found out my partner has been putting slugs in my food. I don't know how to forgive him. You do not forgive this. You walk away. All right, at the time she was 22. She says, I, 22 female, have been with my partner, 24-year-old male, for 4 years now. I have known him, I have never known him to do anything like this, but I noticed he started acting a little strange around a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. He started putting fruit on the floor in the garden, and I thought that was a bit weird, but he said he was feeding the mice family that have nested in our shed. So I thought that was sweet and have helped him do so. Anyways, he started being really nice to me around 2 weeks ago and making me food, baking me cakes and stuff, which he never usually cooks ever. So I was happy he found a hobby. I did notice sometimes I felt sick and dizzy after eating, and I just put it down to lack of sleep or hormones. Anyways, a friend of my partner's came into my work today. I work in a cafe, and he said he needed to speak to me when I was free. I was free as there wasn't any customers at this time. He told me my partner has been collecting slugs from the garden on fruit that he's been putting out there and putting them in my food, blending them up. He even sent his friend a collection of pictures of a bag of slugs he had collected and the picture of blended slugs. I feel really sick to my stomach. I don't know why he would do this. This is so out of character of him. I asked him why he was doing it, and he accused me of snooping through his messages, which I would never do, and got so angry at me for not being able to take a joke. I feel disgusting. I love him to pieces, but I just don't understand his way of thinking just now. Am I overreacting? I don't know what to do. I feel lost. That's the reason why you don't take these jokes or pranks lightly. They can impact your life, they can impact your mental and your physical health. Update: I am receiving messages telling me to unalive myself. Please don't do that, as I am highly sensitive just now. I went to urgent care last night in the early hours of the morning and waited and was finally seen around 6 a.m. ish. I had some tests and I have a high level of matildehyde in my blood. I was kept in for monitoring and I have some ulcers in my stomach. I was aware of this anyways as I was hospitalized around 2 months ago for an ulcer. For a burst ulcer. Originally, I thought it was stress, but now they say it could be because of the poisoning. I could have an infection of some kind as my temperature is high, but they haven't found anything that could be causing that yet. They have checked my heart and it's fine. I'm due to have heart surgery this year, though, and they are delaying it due to ulcers and infections and the fact that I keep getting sick, which is okay. I have an appointment to see my cardiologist on April the 20th. I was contacted by the police and wrote a statement and was asked some questions. Anyone who knows me in real life, please don't post mine or my partner's name, as the police said it would destroy the investigation. Not the exact words they used, but I'm unsure. I was in a daze. My ex refused to say anything to the police or to me. However, he did say he would speak to his friend and only him. He then spoke to me. I was not alone. I was with a friend and his friend too. He confessed to doing random experiments on me and tests starting a few months ago after we moved in together. Y'all, this part is gross. It started with spitting on my toast, and then a week later, he replaced my propranolol, I don't know what that is, which is a beta blocker, with salt. He emptied the capsules. I want to add, he was my medication holder as I have a history of self deletion attempts. So he handled my meds and gave them to me, and that's when he thought it would be funny. He also admitted to things, swapping my Linda McCartney vegetarian sausages with real meat. I have IBS and struggled to digest meat, so I became a vegetarian. He also replaced my corn nuggets with his real ones. One of my pet giant African land snails went missing in summer, and I assumed it had escaped as I had left the lid open on their box. But he said it had died, so he scraped it out and put it in my curry. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I vaguely remember the day he did this as he laughed whenever I went to eat the curry, and I got really paranoid. So I put it in the kitchen and stormed off, and then he brought it upstairs and told me to taste, and I did. And I realized he added loads of chili, and he said he was laughing because he put chili powder in it too, and too much came out. Now I think he must have put the chili in to cover the fact that he put my snail in there. This is also gross. He also said he rubbed my toothbrush on the toilet, but then he washed it as he thought that was too far. Yeah, he just washed the toothbrush because obviously no more germs. I feel like this is all a dream. It just seems too dramatic to feel real. I am unsure what is happening on the legal front. He says he didn't know why he did this and that he does love me truly and that he felt compelled to do it, which I understand as I suffer from OCD and get compulsions and impulsions, and that he really loves taking care of me and he feels like it's his purpose and he didn't mean to cause serious harm. He promises that he never did any of this to our animals. So the animals, that's taking it too far. But to the woman that he is with, that whatever, it's a joke. I think he could just be stressed as I have mental health issues that cause something in him to break from too much stress. I'm really sad and sorry for those who I caused concern. Yeah, she is apologizing to the people who read the Reddit, even though she's the one that, okay. Women are too nice. Women are too nice. Okay, so she gave a picture of some dead slugs that she found in the car. She says, in the comments, there are many asking if she has gone to the doctor. She has, and it is revealed that he did more than feed her slugs. He promised that he never did this to your animals, but your dog recently had lungworm, and he admitted to making you eat your pet snail. He replaced your heart medication with salt and tampered with your food, knowing that you have IBS. There's nothing funny about that. He has endangered your health and those of your pets. Your pets. Stress doesn't make anyone do this. He is not safe for you or your pets. These are not the actions of someone who loves taking care of you. They are cruelty. Please stop blaming yourself. I understand your struggles with both mental and physical health and the need for someone to love and care for you. But if you value your life and those of the animals you adopted, he can never be trusted again. Here is the picture of the dead slugs that she found. Somewhere during all this, the OP posts this comment. Hi, he was diagnosed with ASPD yesterday and admitted everything to me and how I was his way of looking normal to the outside world. He manipulated me by giving me everything I wanted as a BPD sufferer: love, affection, compliments. He began testing me emotionally, at first with cheating to see how I would react, but I forgave him, and then began with food and stuff to see how long until I got sick. I'm still baffled. The person I knew, I never really knew at all. He is a psychopath, and he gives ASPD sufferers a bad name. He knew I was vulnerable due to my mental and physical illnesses. He became my carer, but was torturing me at the same time, and I was unaware of any of this. He rescued me from an abusive situation and then put me in a new one. This is one of the reasons why, if you are leaving an abusive relationship, you should not go into the next relationship, because the next relationship might look a little bit safer, but it's not particularly safe. I didn't know what ASPD was. It's antisocial personality disorder, and it is a deeply ingrained and rigid dysfunctional thought process that focuses on social irresponsibility with exploitive, delinquent, and criminal behavior with no remorse. All right, now we know. And then 4 months after she posted all this, she says, "I'm alive. Hello, everyone. Sorry for those who I didn't get to message back. My messages have been so full. I'm alive, but I have been sick with coronavirus. Thank you for those who reached out to me. You all made me feel less alone. Hope everyone is well." So she's still alive. So that's good. I just wanted y'all to see that these pranks and jokes are never pranks and jokes, and take them seriously. Leave these jokesters alone. Leave. It's not safe. Think of your survival. Like, comment,